Welcome to the Hustle Report by Jason Malone, presented by Clicks Media.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump right into it. So today I want to talk about the importance of not quitting. Whenever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, the most important part to you achieving your goal is to not quit. So many of us as entrepreneurs, so many of us that are trying to pursue a passion, trying to pursue a mission, we ultimately don't achieve it because we quit. We quit when it gets too hard. We quit when it gets difficult. We quit when we meet hurdles. We quit when we have unclarity. So it's important for us to focus on what it is that we're trying to do. And remember, despite whatever circumstance, despite whatever happens, despite whatever hurdle, you cannot quit. Now, this is coming from an entrepreneur that has had quite a bit of difficulty in my own journey. When I first started my business, I met so many hurdles. There were so many things in my way when I first started, from clients not paying on time, to having difficulties in identifying my market, to not having success with my marketing campaigns, to having bad deals, bad contracts with people that I partnered with. There were so many things that came about when I was trying to get my business off of the ground. And if I would have just allowed for any of those things to throw me off the rails, I just quit. But I had it locked up in my mind that no matter what happened, this was going to occur. The vision that I had was going to occur. And I was so locked in on that because I saw it in my head. I saw it in my brain. So because I saw it, I knew it was there. I had the faith to continue to pursue. But please believe there were so many things, like the things that I mentioned, that led to financial issues, having issues paying rent, getting my car repossessed. There were so many things that happened to me along the way, but it was almost as if the circumstances were testing my will to push through. Like almost as if God was asking me how bad that I wanted and testing my faith along the way. But because I had that vision in my brain, because I saw it, because I knew it to be true, I just wouldn't quit. And so when you're going through your journey, your entrepreneurial journey, trying to start your business, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, if you see that vision, if you know it to be true, if you know it's possible, you cannot quit just because something gets difficult. It's almost as if the difficulty is part of the process. The difficulty is there to see how bad you want it. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. But obviously it's not. But you can't allow that difficulty to let you falter. You have to keep pushing through. You cannot quit. So when you set your mind to start working on something, if there's an inkling that you're not going to push or follow through all the way to the end, don't even start, because it's not worth it. Because the process of quitting, it's almost as if you're setting a precedent for yourself that you're not going to follow through. Struggle is part of the process when you're trying to get somewhere. The resistance is what helps make you stronger. Without that resistance, it comes to you too easy, and you don't necessarily have the skills and the wherewithal to hold on to whatever it is that you achieve, because it came to you too easy. So that difficulty, that struggle, those things that make you want to quit are essentially testing your ability to hold on to it, your ability to push through. Because anything that's worth anything, you're gonna have to fight for it. You're gonna have to really, really show that you want it, that you deserve it. But if you just give up, it wasn't worth for you to have. I've made a habit of reading books about people that have been uber successful. Folks like Sam Walton, Steve Jobs, people like that. And the common denominator in all of these individual stories is that they, at some point in their journey, came across an extreme amount of resistance, something that was so crazy that it would make the average person just hop off the train, completely quit. And in reading all of these stories and identifying this common denominator, I realized that that's the part. That's the element of separation. The ability to say, no matter what's going on, I've locked into my vision. I see it in my brain, and I'm going to continue to go, and I will not quit, regardless of how difficult this gets. It's almost as if the more difficult it is for you to achieve it, the better the reward. But you can't allow for that, that resistance, that struggle along the way to get you to fall off your path. Because for so many successful people to also have had an extreme amount of difficulty, the uber successful have had the uber difficulty in trying to achieve that. That's just proof that it's part of the process. So it's almost as if you should take the difficulty, wear the struggle as a badge of honor. So as you go through your journey, figure out what are those things that make you weak, or those things that trigger you, or what are your habits when you get to the point when you want to quit, and anticipate those things. If you have to encourage yourself every single day, if you have to talk to yourself every single day in the mirror, write notes to yourself, have your friend check up on you. If you have an accountability group, that may help. But put yourself in a position, establish habits that will allow for your mind to almost trick yourself into thinking, no matter what's happening, I will not quit. There's going to be those moments where emotionally you're going to feel that inside, but you have to kind of put whatever it is. If you got to go for long runs or play some basketball, whatever it is to get you out of that headspace that makes you, desire to quit, try to push past that, because the reinforcement, the positive reinforcement from whichever support system that you set up will help you get through during those difficult times. I had a mentor that always told me, bad thoughts lead to bad things. Good thoughts lead to good things. And that thought of quitting, the thought of thinking about quitting, will lead you down a path of almost negative reinforcement to almost manifest your failure. But the process of habitually having good thoughts, reinforcing positive behavior, writing positive notes to yourself, those positive thoughts, those positive habits will ultimately lead to positive results. So I'm here to encourage you, no matter what, do not quit. Everyone that has ever been successful at some level has experienced some difficulty, some hardship, some resistance. And once you just really realize and accept that the struggle is part of the process, the struggle might get deep, the struggle might get crazy, but understanding that it's part of the process, that mindset will help you push through and keep you from ever thinking about quitting. All right, y'all, I appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully that was helpful. This episode was brought to you by Clicks Media. Clicks Media is focused on helping you get the tools and information that you need so that you can launch and scale your business. We appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.